Alrighty, sorry for the long wait. Sorry for the long everything. Had some food, picked up some stuff from the supermarket. Ate some food. I don't like eating during a stream. Well, I don't like eating dinner while I'm streaming, so I feel like it's a little bit too distracting and I want to kind of focus on one thing after another. Snacking's a different story, but it's at a small scale in comparison to actually eating like a whole plate of food. Like, I can tell you what I ate, but I'm not gonna let you in on the show now, would I? That wouldn't be too fair. So then again, if I am telling you exactly what I'm eating for the most part, I'm kind of filling you in on the details. It was just simple. Whatchamacallit? Rice, chicken, some leftover gravy that was made for some pork chops. Simple stuff. Oh yeah, we got Nikki Nest. Aha! We just gotta make sure we just get good. That should be easy. Versus a chance, however, we're gonna have to get that squared away. Oh, we did lose somebody in the last day, so we can hire somebody. I don't have any gear. Well, he should manage, well, especially in this area. Going to the training team. Our greatest ordeal is noon. No armor. Padang. And what the, oh, is it because of express train? Because that would probably be very apt if it was. If it was express train that was causing a whole lot of trouble for you, then I'm I share my greatest sympathies because I have not run into that yet. Alright, let me strengthen you up. Or actually, let me make some more people. I remember it was a new run on day 16. Censored on day 16. Okay, now I know that this Roblox is just kind of playing with rules here. You don't really get that many lefts once you get to like beyond day 16. It just doesn't make any sense. Because meeting something like an 11 that early on is kind of a big deal. Like by now you should have like central command open. But I guess because it's Roblox, they can kind of fudge the rules a little bit so it's much more available to anybody else that wants to try, but even then that's still a little off the wall. But what I know, I'm just someone who's Actually kind of familiar with certain things here and there. Fortitude, prudent. Oh yeah, if I have someone that's high prudence, they're gonna get grinded. Employee level 4 or higher fortitude dove into the singing machine after completing their work. I mean, I could keep it on the way they are. I could probably just focus on getting their justice up and that's it. But Jacob, I could... get them something. Alright, Jacob. I'm not gonna give anybody the first 12 seconds. Yep, because it yep, because of what the kind of panic that it induces the moment it breaks out is very high. Very, very high. Okay, and ego suit. Doesn't make sense to give someone oh, they don't have high fortitude. So no, you don't get that, Jacob. Hornet, on the other hand, I can probably do so. Yeah, so centered breaching, it already is like GG if you don't have enough fortitude. You don't have SP in order to survive it. And even then, the minions cause some level of panic too because of how hopeless the situation it gets. So once if you're a tier 5 with a good number of SP and HP relatively high enough in order to tank that, good luck. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Now, let me see. I could probably move some people up to training so I can have them elsewhere. Control team I could just swap out. Okay. Oh, you got 1.76 megahertz. This one. Speaking of which, you know what? Hold on. It's 3 or higher, right? So I could just send people to Porcubus. Porky. Employees at 10% level 3 or lower. They died. Okay, so T4. I can actually send... I'm gonna just call you Oil. Oil. Okay, so I can move Seiko up here. Oil can go here, so you can do some work. Actually, no. Is he Judgment Bird? Yes. Yes, yes. I can move Chris over here. Hana. Finn. I can move Finn over here. Oh no, not Justice. I don't want Justice. I want Truth. Let's hire one more. This is like backup. I have JB and PB. So there's 2 out of 3 birds. I don't want to get Big Bird quite yet because if I don't have enough people in order to kind of fight against Apocalypse Bird, it's gonna be rough. Not when I have the proper facilities in order to do that. Also saw someone that's soloing, but yeah, I think people are just kind of fudging the rules when it comes to that. When it comes to the fan games, I'll admit. But hey, more fun for anybody else, right? Because I'm pretty sure the Banana CS is anything but easy, let alone to do alone. Oh yeah, I can have someone do Singing Machine. They parry the whole okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, now I get the idea. Parrying is not a thing. You just either tank it or just dodge. Or, I guess if it's someone just being hit with a shield bullet in the moment that they get hit, then I guess it counts as a parry, but you gotta be quick on the draw if anything. Did I have a lot of ego gifts and yeah, I guess that probably does it too. Wait, what? I'm missing another cadet. Right, then let's get some gear on you. Huh. Let's move. Types, 2 white, 1 black, 1 red, no, 2 red. Yeah, I just hope that no one else is in the line of fire. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the whole function of Magic Bullet, right? I think I have at least 3 people working on on the singing machine. Okay, so you're familiar with the mechanics of it. The moment that you killed a bunch of NPCs, that already tells me enough. Queenie? Well, you see, I hit day 46 and things got a little topsy-turvy, so I went back to day 1. So Queenie's not here anymore. Things just got a little too complicated. There was no way I was gonna beat the game the way I was, especially not with enough course expressions being done too. Plus, we got to be able to take down an LF as well, so we got to be prepared for the worst. I'm sorry, Ragna, but it had to be done. The necessary sacrifices had to be taken into consideration, among other things. But by Jove, I am not gonna be excited to see her again the moment that we do get the option. Because, I'm pretty sure you know. Oh, I got not a lot of variety. Luscious is soon. Oh yeah. The path of the luscious. Alright, let me see if I could actually get a white weapon. I could just give somebody he has a look for it. He almost got some Jerry curls too. Engulfing Dream. Oh yeah, let me see. So he was not a method. Oh yeah. That I'm not entirely sure. That I'm not entirely sure, Don. However, I guess as long as you don't fret too much about the... Oh, wait. Let's get someone that needs it. Oh no, the high time though, that doesn't really work out. Alright, and... Finn. Was it taking on Rufo and Falvism? Oh, huh. Feels like clashes in what way exactly? Because I am I'm quite interested in what... Oh no, don't get it twisted. But now is my one and true for sure. But I'm just kind of surprised, almost taken aback at the fact that. Well, then again, I guess I guess Project Moon started showing a little bit more, quote unquote, sex appeal when it came to Dulcinea. If that makes a lot of sense. That's good, Dento. But nah. Wouldn't trade her for the world. Alright, no infection's good. And no one's head burst as well. Yay! Too short. It's funny. The first time I've seen her around, the common comment I always came across whenever I see her is they're bigger than her head. I think Forsaken Murderer's gear has minimal. Yeah, it takes a lot of white damage. It is bigger than her head. What I'm even more surprised is that the phallism. Yeah, the phallism is a very interesting thing. The fact that they actually patchwork so many different creatures together is, in such an artistic way, is a very interesting thing to really point out. Especially when you see a damn whale over there, where Emile Benoit was kind of meeting up with the rest of the LCE crew. But it also makes you wonder, or also kind of gives you a nice little impression as to why corporism kind of faded out, because it doesn't really have a lot of appeal or modern appeal in comparison. It just does not have that draw. Oh, Scarecrow's out. Olive and Jacob are dead. Oh. Let me retry. Matthias for the Great One Fixers. And the stock keeps dropping down. It just keeps dropping. It just keeps dropping. Just plain and simple. Just keep tanking it. There's no redeeming Matthias. And they start understanding why Ryoshi has like the whole thing against him. It's all understandable. Like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I don't want you causing trouble with my daughter. It's another thing to just go into the entire classroom and just massacre the teacher in front of the students like that. Like, what are we on now? And take an army. Oh yeah. What's even more surprising is the fact that Callisto seemed like the only normal person, despite what he's done. That should tell you something about Matthias. If I know, that's why I kind of reined it in a little bit, because we already know what kind of person Matthias is. I mean, not Matthias, Callisto. He's a nut job that is still trying to push his outdated art to people that are not relatively interested. And it's like, it's no wonder your shit just did not catch anybody. Yeah, what's a perfect archetype for that kind of parent? Where they're very supportive, but they just are a little bit too bullheaded in a way. Like, they mean well, but they are not all that well themselves. Like, they're trying to impose their entire wills and whims onto the child, neglecting everything else after that. I think it's not really a tiger parent, because he wasn't as mean or whatnot. But he has a kind of temperance that would certainly rub people the wrong way. If it was under different circumstances. Yeah, Ryan was just simply following the prescripts. Didn't really have much of a reason to kind of go against it too, or didn't really feel much of a need to. But there were some points where he did kind of go against it as a bit of defiance towards the gods of the city. Even to his final moments where he refused one last thing. Valentina is a real piece of work. An absolute piece of work. Top, bottom, top. Fruit of an... Oh, okay, now we got oh wait, no. Temp 3. Almost forgot. let's get more of... Oh, PB's out. No reason to be alarmed. I mean, considering what Lucio wanted to do after the fight, we already know that he was just ready for that smoke. It's just a problem that the smoke was also kind of ready for him because of Valentina. If you kind of catch my meaning. Wait, were they temp 3? Oh shoot. I think they're dead. Yep, I think they're dead. Oh. Yep, just get your licks in. Just get your licks in. Just get your licks in, PB. Oh, temp 4. I think I would have seen an instantaneous result of someone's head being blown into bits after that. Oh, I can also do attachment work. Let me... 1, 2, 3, 4. Exuvier. Oh, I could do justice. But would that be a good idea? A thorn snake. What do you mean? I'm trying to remember what you might be referring to. Oh, yeah. Too much pleasure to the point where your head explodes. Am I missing anybody? Alright, Grana's Love done. I can't think straight. Oh. You know, it does kind of line up to what happened with Rufo too, once she actually put on the wolf's mask. I guess kind of being in tune with like the animalistic or primal instinct of that mask makes him become something far more dangerous in a way. Far more dangerous. Yep, don't need to worry about a thing. And the more energy I can get out of this nakedness, the better. So essentially, you're kind of dealing with a whole beast. Which probably also explains their red and blue claw marks as well. Oh yeah, I mean, we meet the maestro with their the mask still on. We don't know if they're just fully in control or just really good at suppressing those instincts or urges. But they've probably been deep into it so much that it's almost one and the same. Which makes them all the more scarier. Yeah, Vlad Tepes. That is a name. Honestly, I never really expected to see or hear in any capacity whatsoever. Vlad the Impaler. Turned into a patch. Yeah. That means these ring guys are... Well, a lot of the syndicates are pretty strong in their own right, too. Very strong in their own right. I guess it kind of also makes sense considering that they practically rival even that of like wing employees too. Oh, the Wayfarers. I guess it probably pissed you right off when Alan kind of cold-cocked Kira. I know that for a fact. Not escaping. We got a Zuvier. If anyone's infected, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Is it a chance? No one died, unfortunately, but I don't know if it's gonna be throughout the entire time. Meant to replace W Corp. Oh yeah, and that's gonna probably lead to another wing war, considering L Corp is gone. So we're primed to be the next L Corp, and they're gonna be the next W Corp once Warp actually kind of falls apart. But as Alan said, they're going to be desperate in order to try and keep themselves afloat, so they're going to go after Wayfarer probably much more aggressively than ever before, because they don't want to lose that singularity and just have another situation where the Kane office is like swoops in and just start going after patents. I mean, after all, patents were like the main thing that caused a war in the first place. So imagine a singularity up for grabs. So we had the Fingerbow Bell, a possible wing war. Oh, they are very likely. Tales say the moon bewitches man, yet in reality it's the man that despairs at the moon. I think that might be Yang. One yin and yang. We don't want to get Big Bird quite yet. Not yet. Yeah, we already. Oh, I think I already have Meat Lantern. I think this is Refraction. Like I have no qualms with nothing there, to be quite honest, because I do have enough people to really do the work. Alright, also Melting Love, which I think would be a good idea now, because if I do have her in Central, that is not gonna be a fun time. And we do have a few employees with attachment 4 or attachment 5, which I think is probably the best kind of work possibility. But I don't want to have the tutorial for Melting Love and Melting Love in the same place. So that is another conundrum. Yeah, let's go with refraction. A dimensional refraction. Yep, we know the deal. We do know how Melting Love works. Yeah, I've heard and seen things about the quarantining part, but as far as like working with her, I don't know. And I also, funnily enough, ran into Melting Love in my first ever playthrough of this game too. Oh, got Prudence 5. Yep. All ready. Now I can actually switch. Well, hey, I'm gonna pop the signal flare for that. All right, hit me. So the next time we actually do run across Melting Love, I'll know what to do. Alright, let's rack it up. Yeah, it is dimensional. All knows that when working with her, she can or will infect someone with the slime that can spread if said employee walks past others, and once love breaches, she turns all infected ones into this. Right. That's the side effect there. Now, this is why I kind of mentioned that nakedness is like the tutorial for that. Because it also includes the whole infestation part of it. The only thing is, if you catch it, you're more than likely going to lose that employee as time goes on. Same thing with Queen Bee. Hey, what's in? Appreciate the raid. Welcome to the channel. What are you up to? What are you up to on the... Oh, you're playing heavy, right? How was Heavy Rain? I am pretty sure that game is not short of any kind of hilarity whatsoever. We were just talking about Melting Love and Rufo for a bit. She left on she left on my tether until like, wow. I mean, if it was Melting Love, of course. Of course. I mean, you would definitely go wow until you get something stuck. And the factor of the day, Guilty Gear's Chip Sand of theme, Sucker Sage references Megadeth's left. Ooh. Oh, wait, hold up, wait. Ooh. I'll take this just 1 point and that's it. And meanwhile, Scarecrow's just in the chair. Just watching while everybody else gets their work done. Actually, I can send you there, Seiko. And I mean, I think there has been like a lot of like different references here and there too when it comes to Guilty Gear. I know that the guitar lick that Eno does in one of her Win poses is like a reference to One from Metallica. That's like the most common one I remember. Yeah, Cyber Nakedness. Yeah, nakedness is not that bad as long as it just keep getting good work. It's when it comes down to anything else after that, that's that's a hefty thing to worry about. Oh yeah, there's a shit ton of Metallica references. Like, it just goes to show how much of a huge fan Ishiwatari is. Back, welcome, Don Quixote. Singing for a band he like this. Really? That's pretty cool. So the bad guy's a Walking Queen. Oh yeah. Yep. Walking Queen reference. I think his. Oh, what was it? I think he is a I think Soul Bad Guy, or his actual name is just a reference to like Freddie Mercury. Trisco was missing and came to me. Yeah, sure. Share more about Melting Love. Share more. I'm gonna need as much information as I can get, so I don't pass on abnormality STDs or whatever. Don't forget to get tested, people. If you are sexually active, please do get tested. You don't want to experience melting love personally. Freddie Mercury was born in Fragile Sun. No. No freaking way. Alright, let's start. Yeah, Guilty Gear is let's. You know, this is another funny thing. Even in a fictional world like Guilty Gear, somehow Queen is the one thing that prevails in that universe. Out of all of the metal tracks, or out of all the metal bands or rock bands, it just happens to be Queen. It just so happens to be Queen. It gives a buff when anything is done except repression. That buff gives SP regen. Affected by the infection, gain a weaker version, but they will die and become a wild abnormality after 2 minutes or so. Reaching the 3 conditions: bad, normal work. When the blessed character dies, or when most employees are infected. Yeah, she was legit Guns and Roses. Which all the more makes me kind of sad that Strive is the way it. Oh, PB. You know, left here for a reason. No. I think she earns it, considering the potential that she has. And going back to dimensional refraction, It is the same kind of weapon that Hohenheim. You know, I actually do love how people just colloquially call him Triple H now. Granted, it might be for the best considering. His name can be kind of hard to just say off rip multiple times. Terrorize. Wait, was that like his old ring name or something? Because then again, I guess a lot of wrestlers before, or maybe more in like the indie scenes, have like very different names. Some not as apparent or as on the nose. Some probably just stuck with it even after coming from like the indie circuits. Like CM Punk is always going to be CM Punk. That's one thing for sure. But Daniel Bryan, before he went to like WWE, was basically Bryan Danielson. Like, hey, it doesn't matter what kind of name that you have, as long as it's not the same one that you use while you're in the indie circuit, you should be fine. I have a question. Once you do the core suppressions, do they still No, they actually stick with the robot form because that's their quote, that's their true form essentially. Steve Austin was Taskmaster and Stunning Steve Austin. Back when he still had that mullet, right? Alright, Green Noon. Wait, if you don't do the four core suppressions, you can beat the game. It's just gonna be much harder. It's just gonna be much harder. Like, perfect case in point, the reason why I pretty much went back to day one was because I didn't have enough proper gear in order to take care of the ordeals that were coming up on day 46. I just kept trading employees left and right and just lost them significantly. So it wasn't really worth just beating my head against the wall and just try again. Ooh. This is the best gang hit animation. I mean, he's channeling Hohenheim. He's channeling Hohenheim. That's all you need to know. And if it's anything to really encapsulate anybody that has survived a Lobotomy Corporation branch, seeing death is like a walk in the park to them. I don't care. Oh, it's you poor child. You're gonna have to do the CSs regardless. If you want to get the true ending, you're gonna have to do the CSs. So you're gonna have to see them being robot-y. Because let me tell you, and let me tell you very well, you're gonna want to do those, whether you like it or not. Yeah. I'm not beating around the bush when I say this. You're gonna want to do those core suppressions, because it is ultimately a net positive for your entire facility. It is a net positive. And if you don't have that, you're going to be in for a rough time come the last 5 days. Because you're going to be put through the gamut. And you're going to want off that ride until you're just going to go back to day 1. Okay. We're dispatching much faster than before. Go get him, team. Yeah, we're actually... I wish I had to call it good. Yeah, that's a good question. Though I will probably figure that hoeing Greg is probably the best way to go about it. Or H2G. H2G sounds interesting enough. No, in all honesty, it kind of sounds like a home shopping network, if anything. House to Goods. I mean, if I get enough boxes, I shouldn't really worry about singing machine anymore. But no, it's only nice to... Yeah. 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 I mean, you get to enjoy some nice tea time, if anything. Some really nice tea time. Just never ask where. Just never ask. Like, well, you could probably have Almina kind of tell you, because I'm pretty sure I traumatized her. Just telling you. I'm pretty sure I traumatized her saying how I want that done. How I want to enjoy the tea, but yeah. Just don't worry about it too much. Oh. Alright. 2-2. I mean, if you don't mind the cross-dressing, you can most certainly enjoy dressing up in the same the ego gear with her, so that's fine. It's a cute outfit. And I'm pretty sure she can probably synchronize with you properly too if you have the outfit. I just have to add a benefit of not having someone or something that's gonna kill me. Kill me outright. And so, but what if she tells you, hey, I'm not really in much of the mood, but you being in my ego gear would make me very happy. What now? Would you say no? I mean, what are your fortitude stats, by the way? What's your prudence stats? Because if you don't have enough temperance, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a long day. I mean, the least you could probably get away with is having her ego gift. At most, if you want to avoid wearing the ego suit. That's probably the only compromise I could probably think of. Oh, there's 3 of these. It's like 50? Okay, yeah, I'm down. Oh boy. I mean, since my favorite abnormality is King of Greed, I would no doubt just rock what I want to rock. Plus, it's a giant fist. I can punch people as much as I want. Though I'm probably going to be subjected to just constantly giving her food tax. That's a major thing. That's just it. And it's going to be a lot of food, mind you. Because, you know, if she actually does kind of break out and cause a lot of trouble, then a lot of more things are going to be eaten besides food. And that's not going to be good. Now that I think about it, Project Moon been no ball. Yeah, Project Moon has been no ball ever since King of Greed. Now that I think about it, they got assistants on deck. You know, they've been dipping in the chocolate every now and then. You kidding? Like Rufus is like the most recent example. Native American, no less. Well, let me correct. Indigenous. But it tells me that they are tapped in somewhere. I probably just gotta shake their hand, whoever it is. Let me shake your hand, man. Like, for real. Times are tough out here, but it makes it all the more worth a while. You inflicted? Alright, let's do inflicted properly. INFLICTED. Removal would be high in my rank is a blue. You know this, but don't relish in it. You can do better. Don't rely on autocorrect too much unless if you're already like aware. The over-reliance on technology will be the downfall of mankind. Well, it has been, well, if it hasn't been already, but wait, what's the penalty looking like? 4%. We can work it. Yeah, but it doesn't hurt to have a dictionary from time to time in order to help you guide you on the right direction. Learn English all by yourself, what do we all want straight twos? Bees in other countries without proper work. And you can probably just kind of course correct once you have like the proper literature and so on in order to get used. Because the thing is, I'm trying to like help people not fall into the trap of incorrect spelling, because that could lead to a whole nother set of issues. Especially if you're like writing papers or texting people or writing emails and so on. In a professional setting, you do not want to misspell a single word, because that would just cause a heap of trouble. God forbid if it's like the worst possible misspelling from a simple word that could lead you to just getting written up or in trouble. So I want to help anybody avoid that possible run with those kind of situations so they can sleep easy at night. Or maybe I could send Hoon over there, if anything. Because, no reason. I just feel like it might be nice to have, those goggles on someone with a lamp already. No particular reason whatsoever. Spelling, no. You've actually been doing a stellar job at that, Ragna. Proper diction, proper grammar, so on and so forth. Feeling like dead butterflies, magic bullet in the scariest way. All I will say is it has four with. Well, she was shooting from one vor to the next. I think we should be good for a period or exclamation. Well, I guess it just depends on like the context of how you use those punctuations in the first place. No, period is much easier to do so. Like if you feel there's a point where to stop a sentence, you can probably do just that. However, if you are using an exclamation, you want to use it in a point where it exemplifies something of a higher quote-unquote volume, to say the least. I struggle to put where to put a comma and a period. Like commas, if I remember correctly, it's best used in more listing situations, or I've seen like it being discouraged being used when using but in a sentence. Like I enjoy this cake that I ate, but it could have been better and could have been fresher. You kind of have to like read it out to yourself if you want to like get an idea of where that punctuation is going to be put. Look at me giving a grammar lesson. It's been so long since I actually done anything education related now I think about it, and it's just kind of baffling to me. I guess I always get this whole idea from everybody else that, hey, you could probably be a teacher, maybe a substitute. But I it's funny, I used to have the patience. But my patience has kind of worn thin as time goes on and the older I got. Maybe because of how I've kind of robbed myself of any kind of sleep. And the way that my work schedule is, it just makes me a little bit twitchy. But everything else, I have a really good knack of just like explaining things as a tutor. I would much rather be a tutor, since I would have some at least decent one-on-one time to teach people things. But a teacher, a substitute teacher, in this day and age, nah, I'm good. Unless it was like somewhere in college range, then maybe I could probably help out with people with reading, writing, and so on. Especially creative writing too, because some people do kind of struggle with that. Some people actually do have struggles with both. Old Faith and Promise. Okay, since I do have the chance of losing Ego Gear, I can probably go with this one, because it actually does give me a nice little buff if it does successfully work out. Personally, I do think if as a mentor, hey, appreciate it. I mean, I do what I can. Like, I'm willing to teach people things. That's one thing for certain. That's one thing for certain. That is one thing for certain. Because let's be real, I have also gone through like the throes of having a love-hate relationship with writing. I absolutely hated writing. But after a while, I guess after college, I started feeling a little bit more appreciation for what I can put to the table. It's reading, on the other hand, that I think early school has kind of killed it for me. Because the volume of text that we were exposed to, even on a high school level, kind of discouraged me from like actually reading at my own time. Still learning how to write stories, especially the fan fictions. Oh boy, I'll admit I've been on a tear as of late, as far as like writing fan fiction. Like, I still enjoy my Dulcinea one, not gonna lie. Punctuation, yes. Punctuation is for like those symbols like periods, exclamations, parentheses, interrobangs, which is a combination of both a question and exclamation point. Yeah, those are punctuations. Also, words like can't, don't, won't, which is a combination of will not, cannot, do not. Those are conjunctions. And another fun thing is that I think because how like back in the days there were actual education videos or TV shows that kind of made learning musically, it made it easier for it to stick into your head. Like, for example, there's like this one show that does have conjunction junction. I'm already drawing a blank at the name of that show, but I know for a fact just a song alone kind of helped me learn some things about conjunctions. It's just that once you get to college, you just start unlearning that because they discourage using conjunctions. This told me was that a rainbow is actually light breaking inside of a raindrop causing. Yeah, it's just constant reflection with the light. It's like millions of mirrors falling to the ground, if that makes sense. Or millions of prisms falling to the ground. But the name Roy G. Biv is probably the best way you can actually remember what what colors of the rainbow there are. This reminded me of the hella music videos I watched in elementary school. Hated them all because of cringe, but it got stuck in it's doing its job. Cringe or not, it is doing its job as long as it helps you remember something. Because even if you kind of forget, even if you do forget, the rhythm of it will remind you. Because back in the days, they always made it an effort to make it as catchy as possible for someone to learn. Very, very catchy. Okay, I had to learn whole physics. What's the class called again? Where you learn about the water types, solid, liquid, and gas. That is, yeah, I think it's chemistry. Chemistry is where you mostly learn solids, liquids, and gases. Or it's just general sciences, which is like a combination of physics, chemistry, biology, and one other thing that I'm drawing a blank on, but let's go physics. Okay, yeah. Chemistry. Hated, forgot it in a year. Each summer it flew out. But every time you go back in school, it's gonna come back again. Whether you like it or not, it's just gonna be just gonna be rearing its ugly head. And you're gonna have that earworm for the rest of the time until next summer. It's just a constant battle at that point. Alright, let me start making some more people for and let me start making myself, because we're gonna survive whether it comes down to it or not. Had to learn the whole chemistry book due to the class grade not being up to snuff. Knew the whole thing in and out. Teacher gave up a quarter way, said. I guess they got a little too carried away, if that's the case. I gotta see what I have first. I might as well just go bald. I mean, bald is awesome after all, right? Just rock a baldy. That's it. I don't know, Angela. Well, you are in charge of the biggest possible energy producing wing, so if you carry that same kind of constitution of having a biting tongue and attitude, that might actually be cause for a reason. But I am not one to judge too harshly on that either. Yeah, I gotta be smug a little bit. She does the deal. Are you playing a full game by dating Queenie? I think it's just more. I think the better question is, are you prepared for what comes with dating Queenie? Are you prepared? Prepare lots of justice work. I mean, justice is not really the best possible thing you can do compared to attachment. Hit bump it, I might as well just stick with the baldy. Yeah, I know what you mean. Also, Angela's kind of encouraging you to take her out of the facility, so you know what to do, man. Now's your time. Go for it. Go for it, Ragna. I believe in you. You're gonna be the hero that saves us all. You're gonna be the hero. Oh wait, did I? I didn't make it. 1, 2, 3. Just get me in and lock the door. You're the unsung hero that we didn't know we needed. Don't worry about it, Angela. Don't worry about it. Whatever goes on at the door, just... Don't question love in this situation. The man is head over heels for the Queen of Hatred, so he will be taking her out of the facility. Just put the what's it called again? The cognition filter. Just don't worry about that. Magical girls fill a lot of people with hopes and dreams. The vice versa. Help. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. My hell is it? My head hurt from laughing too damn hard. My head hurt from laughing too damn much. Yeah, so I got some water. No, I'm just saying that the situation is just funny to me. The situation of just someone actually willingly going inside the containment unit. And it's just a combination of what Angela said in the process as well. That just... the love for magical girls is unmatched. It wouldn't have it any other way, to be quite honest. Nope, can't stop it one bit. It's like an express train. Maybe, maybe not. But to play fair game, Ragnar, you can laugh at any other situation involving Bana and I. It's only fair. Or... It wasn't just at 0? Well, it's already capped at 3. I'm just gonna probably do some work in order to get it up there. And no justice. Now I just think of that Mega Mind meme. No justice? No bitches? No Jessies? I'm not gonna make a lot of progress tonight. I'm not gonna make a lot of progress tonight, but that's one thing for sure. Oh, sweet Christmas. I'm just having a little bit too much fun talking with y'all. just gonna be real. Oh, I did not notice the... Oh, I am chopped. I did not notice the hair. Oh, I am so... you know what? It's my fault. I just didn't notice the hair. The back hair. Anyways, you can take any abnormalities besides butterfly man, don't get to. Okay. We already got the pie pretty much split. You take it besides Hesed and Gebra. So, Ragna, who is your favorite Sephiroth? By any chance? I'm thinking, but not. Of course. Also, why does it do that much Tiferet? Yeah, it's a long name. Wait, what? Chance to make the target more vulnerable. 25% chance to make the target more vulnerable to red damage. So that's debuff. When attack, the damage has a chance of being reflected. Wait, is it because I have okay, so some weapons just do have... Oh, Spore does that! Oh, because they're infestation types. On each attack, 10% chance to buff min and max power by 5 for 12 seconds. Reduce temperance by 50% for 120 seconds. Max SP for 30 seconds when wield experience is level 4 or lower. Okay, so it's a starter weapon. Cause additional red damage for a certain amount of time. Weapon damage was 50% when HP is 50% or lower. It was lower than 50%. However, if the employee attacks in that state, it may cause collateral damage. Oh. Okay, so it's in lieu with that. You know, if I had looked at these earlier, I probably would have been able to optimize a few things. 5% chance to recover 10 SP on attack if wielder has +2 justice. 25% chance to make target more vulnerable to black damage. Increase weapon damage by 30 per second by... Mimicry, recover 25% damage level as HP. Each attack round has a random type: red, white, black, or pale. Depending on the type of damage, recover HP and SP if employees hit by the weapon's projectiles. Interesting. So if they're in the way, they can get healed. I'm also kind of interested to see if there's any kind of special effects or what even dictates these special effects too for the weapons. Is it just getting the ego gift or something else? But the fact that there's actually debuff weapons is helpful. Alright, Sensor has the ability to censor, but this is a horrendous sight for those watching. You see, it's also bonuses. Yeah, I know that mimicry has like a special bonus as far as defense, so that might be something to look at. Sensor has the ability to censor. You don't want to know what it does. Looking at the eagle for more than 3 seconds will make you sick. Is it bad that I can imagine what it possibly is? What are you hitting the? You don't want to know. That's why it's censored. It's a whole treasure island thing. You don't want to know. None of you want to know. Don't ask if you want to know. Good night. Attack power just in accordance with the employee's current SP status. Engulfing Dream. Magic Bullet. Alright, let's check suits. Alright, movement speed when suppressing. So it's good for someone with justice. A heal SP plus 10 with a 5% chance of receiving red or black damage. Employees using this equipment may lose the last bits of love for humanity that they have left. Okay. With special details. Right here is with Sound of Star. Heal other employees in the same room every so often. So it's just bonus healing. I got 2 busters. We need someone with white damage. So let's actually now we're gonna have to get more from the damn scarecrow, do we? We do. Prudence level 3 or higher. So we're just gonna have to keep killing this thing no matter what. Stories about sense of crazy. What is? How can we put this? I mean, if it is enough in order to make someone commit suicide just upon seeing it for maybe a fraction of a few seconds. Yeah. It could be like a whole menagerie of things that even just thinking about it just probably gives you the heebie-jeebies. But the ring will probably love it. The ring will probably go mad and trying to get it. That's the worst part. We have no white damage here. I guess I can kind of mosey some people around. Hmm. So I also want to say, with freaking proof that was something similar to Roland's. Oh, that would make sense. Something covered in smoke. Fortitude. Neither pointillist, only corporism. It's possible that corporism might actually have some interest in censored as well. We'll just try pick it apart, if anything. All right, let's begin. I said it because they read all the L Corp wiki pages and connected the lore with Angela, creator, and stuff like that, and then read the... probably read the cadenza entries. No winner there. Fortified weapons have high attack power, however there's a possibility of losing the even during the fortification process. Fortified weapon loses the abnormalized power the day after the day passed. Okay, attachment. I can get just as done with this one. Yep, that's mostly like the effective Requiem too. Because in order for music to be made, something has to be spent. Somebody's gotta give somewhere. You have to store it now. Oh no. I don't feel like distorting anytime soon. I'm doing fine. The times ain't tough, the times ain't rough. Alright, Purple Dawn. I did this. Yeah, it would be different. It'll be very different, if anything. As far as like the manifestation of what it could possibly be, that's another story. Oh wait, no, hold on. Alright, Moon. You need to get your attachment up. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so nothing about temperance. Technically, though, Venusaur are not dead or erased. Well, they are in a boundary, so to speak. Not entirely dead or forgotten, but not entirely alive either. But they're just kind of floating in between the threads of time and space. Does that make sense? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just take care of what needs to be taken care of. Should be good. Oh wait, we need... That's one gone. There's another grape gone. And the grapes are rather gone. Alright, diffraction. The very same diffraction that you can clock old Chrome Dome upside the head. It's a very satisfying thud. You'll come to appreciate it. I hope we do actually meet with Hohenheim again. I really do. Yeah, Kira. You think she'll probably give good hugs? Just on the off chance, because she's absolutely ripped. You know, well, if anything, she'll probably break your back in the process, but she'll probably show a bit of restraint. I forgot this thing also does black damage during its work, so that's fine. I'm more than happy to deal with that. We need to make further steps. Find out more creatures that should be able to block my interest. And even with like the nerfed tattoos too. Because if you kind of read her passive carefully, she has like a strike through on the middle. And you also saw like some scars on her tattoos as well, so it's something that they probably did in order to invalidate that. So it doesn't easily just break through whatever kind of restrictions someone had put in place. Oh, PP's out. That's fine. Maki. Get twisted. I don't think they did anything with those. More like cut itself, ruined them. Right. Well, she did kind of take the most of the damage during the fight between LCD and Matthias. Oh wait, Purple Noon, Purple Rain. Purple rain, purple rain. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. Ooh. Alright. Let's keep it going. And I probably have, you know, we already are kind of stocked up. No, what's up? Yeah. At the end of the battle, she jumps through windows to escape with the like there's a complete glass breaking and everything. That is, I can tell that they're just having a lot of fun with these announcers. It's also kind of funny seeing like the sweepers of all things actually have an announcement group too. Just imagine for a moment. Incomprehensible everything. Yeah, pretty much that. Like in the Nocturnal Sweeping book, Gok, they even start with the sweeper language that kind of comes up in Library of Ruina. So it's incomprehensible babbling. It's wonderful. Oh, actually, no. Let me up my attachment, if anything. I don't know what they are besides cleaners in the night. That's a good question. That is honestly a good question. For another time, though. So why do I have you here? Jose. What are they? Over here. Oh yeah, we have plenty. Oh, PB's out. Alright, let's have a strike team here. We're gonna have someone do some work. Get bent. You know what the funny thing is too? It's the implication that he always... The funniest thing. Ricardo, no matter where he goes, the theme music just follows him. Every time. Every time. Wait, what is this? Hold on, let me see. Work damage, but attack. You know, someone messed up on the music stuff. Oh yeah. I just know the fact that we have his ID on the way probably encapsulates the feeling that he may be next to die. Who knows? And Werner's probably gonna pick up the pace. Like whenever someone introduces a new member to the family, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a roundabout situation of, okay, what's gonna give here? weak against black damage. Sorry, the most luscious man, and I'll see how this. Oh no, the the fetid hand of the gods of the city might actually consider something else if the finger bolt. Well, I'll probably give him this. If we do ever see Ricardo in incapacity before Inferno, that'll tell you something. You want to be able? Sure, why not? As long as it's in good fun. Nothing too cool and unusual. I mean, Hohenheim is going to be hard to kill Hohenheim. Real quickly, who's Ricardo? He's the most luscious man in the city from the middle that is ready to beat the brakes. That was ready to beat the brakes off of Heathcliff for stealing hair coupons. Hair coupons that would have put him on the path of the luscious hair. And the man has his own theme song too. Now, one thing I'm actually hoping for too is that let me. The one thing I'm actually hoping for is that he does have an override to everybody's music. I mostly have to emphasize. Yeah, you get you get it. You get it, Ragnar. The Trom override. Even across different games, the Trom override still remains a consistent thing from time to time. I'm just gonna have to call it Ishmael. Just having to be I see. Very well, I will adhere to that. I shall call her Ishmael. Alright, and here we go. Did it play smaller? Let's just say I had a bit of a rough time when the last days came. So the going got a little bit too tough. It's a bit disappointing, yes, but had to make some concessions, one way or another. Oh yes. Yeah, something wonderful is happening, Ishmael. I don't know. It could possibly be for another reason. So, Ishmael, I think there is something that may need to be addressed. Did you happen to lose a compass by any chance? I'm sorry, I got put up to it. Okay, I'll cease. I'll cease. What kind of joke? That's a bit of an in-joke. Though I'm pretty sure some justice is gonna get laid pretty thick by the time that she actually catches on. A whole heaping amount of justice. Or justice. Oh, PB's out again. Well, might as well get your pecs in, buddy. Alright. PB is satisfied. Oh, where's Jose? Jose! Yeah, that's a perfect way to die. That's a perfect way to die, for sure. Because Punching Bird lives up to his name for a very good reason, and I'm not gonna showcase as why unless it's a free fried chicken. I'll much have a better chance of frying Judgment Bird's ostrich ass. But let's just say that fried chicken has a lot more than a beak. It has a whole meat grinder ready to just tear anybody else that is so dumb enough in order to try and fight against it. Though there has been someone that actually has successfully suppressed Punching Bird. Oddly enough. How's it possible this tiny flying bird? Well, have you ever watched Men in Black? How there's like a gun called the Noisy Cricket? It's like the most small, minuscule looking pea shooter imaginable. But the moment someone fires it, it is damn near a warhead. So imagine this small bird carrying what could be amounted to a giant warhead in its other mouth on its chest. That free fried chicken will turn me into dinner first before anything else. Like, I understand. I don't have the fighting prowess of one of the 10 Blades of the East, that's one thing for sure. But it's good to have smarts in the city as well. Yeah, I think you probably lose more than your head. I mean, if anything, what happened to you and the Jiachu is a mercy compared to what could possibly happen if you strike against Punching Bird. You know, the next time it breaks out, I'll show you. Here, because I'm not gonna stop too. Well, I mean, it is something that I was put up to. So, let's just say this is just being served at the moment, so I guess it wouldn't make sense to get in the way of things. Also, I'm kind of skipping these because I've already done through a whole bunch of this until we get to day 45. Well, I guess there's probably more bigger fish or chicken to fry in the city. Prudence 5, we're good. So we don't really need to mess around with Singing Machine anymore. I could bring Finn over there though. So I'm gonna have to take him out of that gear. Oh, right. I think I understand what Lei Heng is talking about. I mean, after the whole fight between her and Kali, or the Red Mist. Old body's dead. If that's what we're kind of alluding to. I mean, again, stabbed in the chest is not a very fun thing to experience. Usually that kills a sucker. Let me see. I think I can probably go to training team. Oh yeah. Well, let's just say I am one and the same person. My old body is still there. It's just I'm just transformed. I might be jumping into the question too, but oh, heroish? Yeah, kind of like a masked rider, if you will. Kind of like a masked rider. Let me see though. I can probably change some people out of some proper gear. So Mason and Adang, I could keep them in where they are now. Christopher. Okay, yeah, I think it should be good. Temperance 4. Honestly, I could probably switch my chopped ass over here. We do need white damage somewhere, so we can probably give someone that. Oh yeah, Finn. Finn, you are gonna be the lucky winner of a static hammer. You don't see what's behind the bald head though. It's dark enough, so I'm glad that it's probably at that point, but if you look closely, it's there. I think the face kind of captures it pretty well. I think the face kind of captures it pretty well. Prudence and Temperance level 5, so I think I do have someone that's at that particular category. Yeah, that's a really large spot being missed. And I guess there's not really a reliable barber in the city that could probably help me in this situation too. I am forever and ever chopped. Until I die or just get a new body. That's another thing. Alright, what was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, someone. Oh, Finn, right. Fraction. Have there's some coupons laying about. I remember the last person that took some hair coupons unattended. They got the brakes beaten off of them. So I'm not gonna take my chance. The piece of paper can do. It's not what it is, it's who it's attached to. It's who it's attached to. And I do not want to see that who anytime soon until I have... Yeah, I'll just rather stick with having a chopped head at this point. As long as it doesn't make me an enemy of the middle. Okay, work time is below 40 seconds, so that's fine. It's the same condition as Meat Lantern. Well, if only I had the luxuries of not being stuck in any kind of syndicate busy work. Oh, yeah, I'm just a civvy. For what it's worth, I'm just a civvy in the city, playing a game about being in a wing. Kind of surreal when you think about it, but hey, it's a fun thing not to have any kind of, well, rules of the back streets being enforced. So I'll take my chances. Alright, no one's available to... Oh, no way, I can actually... No, there's no reason to. But I have no idea. Okay. Take it easy, Lei Hang. Tell Yoshihide I said hi. If, it doesn't kind of work out. Alright, Purple Dawn. Wait, what's the time? Hold on, let me see. 36. Just warm it up again if you can. Speaking of tea, would you believe me that there are actually people that do not use tea kettles for making tea? Like, it kind of blows my mind, for as long as I lived, that people actually microwave water in order to make tea. That is unheard of. That is honestly unheard of to me. Like, do you know anybody else that probably warms up or makes tea using microwave water? Have you ever chastised them at any point too? I also gotta wait until PP's gone because I don't know if any stray hit's gonna... Well, coffee makers is at least a bit acceptable. But a tea kettle will definitely save you, like, energy. You don't have to worry about, like, adding to, like, the electric bill or anything. Gas, yeah, it's one thing. But there are also electric kettles, too. But anything I would much rather take than someone legit microwaving water. Like, I can understand why some people from other countries kind of scoff at that. Or even get horrified hearing someone making tea and water in microwaves. And I guess if it works, yes, but it still just unnerves me to no end. Like, why you like this? Sorry, so it's an odd thing for me to kind of have a bellyache over, but it... Someone who used the stove to heat up water in the cup. in a... please tell me it's like a ceramic cup. Well, that's not even, that doesn't make it any better. And if it's like an electric one, that's bad enough. If it's gas, then I'm gonna have to I'm just gonna have some very choice words for them. Just simple as that. Actually, no. Let me... Glad... Oh yeah, they're gonna need a stern talking to for sure. They're gonna need a stern talking to. Or they just need that one clip from Blade where the two police officers are shooting at him. It's just gonna be that clip alone. It's just gonna be that clip alone. Oh. You're watching someone managing people in a monster's... Hi, Ricardo. You're just witnessing people being put to work with monsters. That's the simplest way I can put it. Managing monsters like moving bookshelf? Not exactly a bookshelf, since they could have the possibility of breaking out, but Well, then again, we are kind of organizing our employees in a way that's making sure that they get... Oh wait, that can't be good. Well, if I actually die, that might actually save me from the chopped haircut one way or another. No, that's been an arbiter. And the patron librarian of the Floor of Philosophy. No, you don't have to worry about a thing. Just so long as no taboo is in presence or anything else, you should be fine. All right. Nope, nothing involving the middle. Nope. No sirree. No mentions of hair coupons or anything of the sort. Not one bit. Nuh-uh. I also gotta wonder where you keep getting this orbital strike cannon from. I'm interested. No. I'm just saying. Someone from the thumb kind of threw that in the idea pool thing. Yeah, I'll just not ask any more questions about the orbital cannon. No, ma'am, I don't want any kind of troubles. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can end the day here. Or I could just tough it out, thug it out. I am actually getting a good chain of workers also with Porky. And Harmony of the Skin isn't too bad either. One team can handle the rest. You guys, where you going? Deal with it. Well, it's an ordeal. This clown show you see here is one of the things that usually pop in the facility from time to time. Oh, we can't let that go. We can't let that go. No. Nope, it is far from a safe facility, but it's that way by design. It is that way by design. So if someone has a fear of clowns, I can't recommend working here. At all. Not one bit. Not even for a fraction of a moment. But in turn, it does make some really strong people, especially those that manage to survive day after day. No, that's it. You know, right. You can actually handle what Censored is capable of. You're a braver woman than me. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, 3 promotions. Temperance 5. Yep, Temperance 5, Prudence 5. All across the board, baby. All across the board. So I kind of saved him from getting turned into Parasite Chow. And got his Temperance up. For a short amount of time I was working with Porky, actually got him up pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, now expand. And if Melting Love ever comes back, we do not pick her for Essential Command. God, that's gonna be a terrible idea. Hello, Time Ripper. Welcome. I think we are good to go. Oh wait, we all have. Hey. Okay, I could probably give Exuviate to somebody else. No, like a Marcus. He's a wonderful person. Why are you... Okay, so that explains how you actually managed to find LCB in H. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say it. I didn't. Nope. Nope. I didn't mention anything about another corporation. Nuh-uh. You didn't hear from me. I didn't snitch. And now I could actually put my cannon suit. Yeah. Now if only I could actually get rid of that damn haircut. No. I know better than to get into anybody's, especially someone from the middle's, pursuit of vengeance. That's one thing for sure. It's just that I don't want to be the one to lead anybody to getting their face caved in. I want to keep things civil, you know? It's a fine establishment. Oh, now it just brings out... Yeah, I know the rules. And so do I. I mean, after all, I'm never gonna give anybody up. I'm not gonna let anybody down. I might actually turn them around. Well, never gonna turn anybody around and desert them. Never gonna let them cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Upon taking white damage. So he's telling I've just kind of been hanging in there. Alright, let me see. I think I can actually start training up a new roster at this point. So Seiko can go down. Or yeah, let me actually reorganize. And Sung, and definitely needs a little bit more. Yeah, we're actually getting more people that are compatible to the point of actually using the left gear, so that's nice. Temperance, Prudence. We're kind of alone. We're kind of behind the train on that one. However, Mason, I can put you in different gear. Christopher, Olive, Hannah. Matthias, it is if you haven't played Kanto 9. Just a bit of a heads up. Let's see. We have a lot of white damage. No, I think we can up Prudence. We can pretty much barrel down on Temperance. Black, red, white, pale. We do need black damage though. Just so we have a rainbow situation. Julian. Oh, nope. Ego list. Joel. Oh, no, wait, no. That's not necessary. And there we go. Black damage. Julian, on the other hand, Ego suit. Alright, now let's get through it and make the most of it. Oh yeah, I forgot you. Moon Xiong Ho. Throwing some gaze. Red, black, red, white. It's a hair weapon, right? Oh, I don't have it though. I probably should have made more of those. Shit. All four below. Am I thinking of something else? Yeah. These two can just pretty much work with Sheepy over here. Alright, let's go. And it's probably going to be the last day I'm going to do before calling it a night. Thankfully, we haven't had a very bad experience with a singing machine so far. So why the heck is Joel there? Yeah, from training team. I swear if I accidentally press that damn button. If I accidentally press that damn button, I know I'm not gonna hear the end of it. This button over here. Something bad happens whenever you press it. Something real bad. I pressed it out of curiosity a few times. It never ends well. Whole facility goes up in smoke. Everybody dies. Your ears get blasted if you're hearing on with headphones on. And your game crashes. I feel like it's a whole Monty Python joke in itself, but it's the button that legit ends the entire world, so to speak. I feel like it's a Monty Python joke. Alright, now we got the clowns incoming. Get him. Nope, nothing's been done to any of your brothers, that's one thing for sure. Oh, we got a success. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Fight back. Fight back. Okay, we can do some attachment work, though that might not be a good idea. We're gonna figure it out any— oh no, that's red damage. Don't do kindly red damage. Thank you, Ricardo. Appreciate it. Now the console has shown to me over 15 times. It could be 16 if I accidentally slip. Just saying, it could possibly happen. Just like I've had like Growing Heaven just breach multiple times, or had someone die while it was being worked on. Something that happened all too commonly for my own sake. Did I ever call them? I never called them. Wait, where is— oh, yeah, I could actually just camp. Yeah, I really do. I really do. Hey man, as long as people are civil about the role playing, and that's fine, that's fine. I mean, I do kind of play along with it too, so it also helps. I didn't want to boy covered by the whole Lemons Company thing about you actually controlling the sinners. Yeah. Wait, what cover? I'm not executive manager, that's one thing for sure. Though I could be. I could be moonlighting as one. There's a possibility there. But I don't know about that quite much. Maybe I have amnesia. Well, I didn't exactly lose my head in order to get a prosthetic, but there's another thing. We do... I think I see where you're going with this. We do manage them to a degree. We don't control them per se, but I guess with the most recent Malkuth development, we do actually have control over their bodies. But I feel as though there would be some very dire consequences from that alone. I mean, if anything, the person that you'd be most concerned about would most certainly be Aldous or Ryoshu. I mean, Rojo would probably just punch you dead in the chest and that'll be it. But Ryoshu? Like, I would probably say like early chapters of Ryoshu would have just synced you right there. If you try to do anything funny. Nowadays she does seem a bit more chill. Can't say tame because she still has like the means to just break your neck. She just wouldn't do it for the artistry or the love of the game. The love of the game. Araya to the rescue. Speaking of Araya, it is it is kind of funny to me that how she kind of interrupts Sinclair from trying to translate. Like, mommy, you're not supposed to have your things being translated. It just makes things more complicated. Like, she actually does go out of her way in order to hit Sinclair too, in order to interrupt him. Which is the fun. It just becomes this whole thing. Now, the one thing I actually do love at this point, aside from like the usual memes and stuff, is just these little things that we might be introduced into the story just as like natural gags. Like, for example, Don Quixote and Sancho. We have Crouching Don, Hidden Sancho, where at some point Sancho does kind of show up in a way where it's not as blatant, but it's very notable once you see the speech pattern kind of change to a more normal way of speaking. Yeah, the justice portion, where she just immediately switches to like Sancho personality the moment blood ever hit her face. And now we're gonna have the Araya gags, where every time Sinclair is in proximity to Ryoshu, she's just gonna keep hitting her. It's just gonna keep hitting him. Oh, PB's out. Though it would be kind of funny to see the robots actually getting engulfed. know what? Let me see that. That'll be fun. Oh, I just keep leading someone to their death. Yep. All right. Let's get him. Alright, that's the day over. Have another day in paradise. Gone like the wind. Alright, let's get everybody back. You don't really get much of anything from it, but you'll be a madman to try and suppress it anyway because it'll pretty much one shot whoever even tries. Just come out of another fun idea of mine. What idea do you have in mind per se, Bana? Yep, you really do get punished. You really do get punished. A fun idea that'll not work in the slightest, but it'll be a funny sound. That's for the nugget of one of my birds preached. Oh. Yeah, now it just looks back. Sorry, I'm just a little... I actually do feel a little tired. Or maybe my head kind of feels a little light. Better in time than I in order to kind of just wrap it up. Imagine if any see that. Oh, funnily enough, Black Swan does have that feature where it can actually reflect damage. Or more or less when you have the parasol. But PvP, I don't think it counts. I guess just when it's back and forth, not one-sided. Because while this game is made of like a wad of gum and some silly string, I'm pretty sure they understood the rules very well enough so it doesn't get to that point where some outside variables just make it miserable for anybody else. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm actually feeling that too. Too many times of just sleeping at 4 in the morning. Well, we're done for the day. But at least we have Central Command up and running. Or at least ready and available. Good God. Alright, Warm-Hearted Woodsman. Yeah, that's Plague Doctor. Go bag, that's Red Shoes. Let's take that. Schadenfreude. Happy Teddy Bear, Big Bird. Not getting that yet. Not until we actually have some left gear. Today's Charlotte, Fragment of the Universe, Child of the Galaxy. Yeah, Child of the Galaxy. Alright. Okay, now let's actually put our Dream Team. I mean, at some point we will need her again, just in case of Seiko dies. Just in the rare case that that happens. I'm not here yet. In due time. I guess when Queenie does show up, I will probably put you there. Yeah, you get the picture. You get the picture. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. Gonna gonna take a bit of a small break in between, and yeah. But those who might be interested on what's gonna happen for the rest of the week, or the beginning of the week, got some more pragmata. Since tip of the beef. What'd you do to you? What they do to you? What they do to you? Yep, pragmata on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm gonna be trying out the Omega Phoenix beta that just recently came out. Star Wars, yeah, I'm gonna be running duos. And for Saturday and Sunday, it's gonna be the start of the next thematic stream month, which is mostly gonna be catching up the story of Nikkei and Arknights as well. There might be some stuff interspersed in between, but those are gonna be the main focus for the month. Limbus, depending on what goes on, I may or may not have it there, but it's just gonna be treated as a lower priority in comparison. Just like how February was high priority for like Project Moon games. Story Blitz is just gonna be more of those games where I can kind of willingly catch up on. If I do catch up on Nikkei pretty fast, however, I might even like switch over to maybe Wuthering Waves or anything else I might be falling behind on. If the grind doesn't get in the way, that is. But hope y'all had a wonderful time. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all take it easy. I am Otsdarva. I am Otsdarva the Fool. The jester of the ugh. Oh, my brain's mush. Let's try again. I am Otsdarva the Fool, the jester of nihility, or the Joker of mayhem. And I hope you all play your cards right someday. Still need to practice that spiel. Or maybe I need to just shorten it.